Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Chef Talks. Today, I would like to go ahead and first of all apologize for not being here for the last couple of days. My season just started back at work, so I'm going to be working quite a bit and everything. But I would like to start a schedule so it's not like all random videos and everything like I was doing um, last week and the week before that and everything. So I'm going to be looking at some notes. So please excuse my eyes looking away from you guys and my dog's falling down. Dog down, dog down. Anyways, uh, so to start off, um, I'm going to be doing daily Pokemon videos. So on this 3DS, I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to do a little overview on that because I love it. I'm going to be playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, right? Yes. Alpha Sapphire, and so yeah, that will be fun. And then of course I'm going to be doing Wild Mondays, but I might have to skip this Monday just because of prior engagements, but I'm not sure. Um, so then on Fridays I'm going to be doing my Chefie Talk videos, and then on Saturdays I'm going to be doing Bioshock videos, and then throughout the week I'm going to be doing random videos of random games. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to start a new channel for this yet, or if I'm going to just like incorporate it into this channel and then make a new channel later on. But I do want to do cooking stuff. So I might do like 6 videos of me cooking before I make a new channel just for that, because I would like to have some content, quite a bit of content for one channel before I start it up. Uh, so yeah, I'm going to try to do that every couple weeks, at least every 2 weeks, if not every week. But it all depends on my financial status and everything like that. So, depending on if I can get like food for a good video, obviously I have food, but I'm not saying I'm poor and I don't have food. But I'm saying like if I can make a nice dish for you guys, I'm sorry, um, then I'll videotape myself uh, making it. Who says videotape anymore, by the way? Just this guy. Just this guy. But anyways, um, so yeah, that's pretty much all the formal stuff that I wanted to talk about. I also wanted to talk about a couple things that I've been up to and everything. Mostly, I've been watching anime, uh, so it's just been fapping off to that for the last few weeks, um, or a few days, should I say? I've been watching a lot of what is it, Death Note. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's on Netflix right now. And if you don't have Netflix, this is not a sponsor, but if you do not have Netflix, it's $8 a month for unlimited movies and other things. They don't have everything that you want if you've never heard of Netflix or never had it. Um, but they do have a pretty good selection of TV shows and movies and stuff. But I've been watching a lot of Death Note on it. Um, Also, there's one anime. It's I don't remember what it's uh like. It's not part of the actual anime. The dot hack. That's what I'm talking about. But anyways, dot hack is on Netflix, but apparently it's like OVA or something like that, where it's not really part of the actual storyline. It's just kind of like beta testing kind of thing for something. I don't know. Somebody was telling me about what OVA is or whatever it is. Um, but it's a 3 episode series that is, I don't know if you call it a series, but it's a 3 episode long little show that is pretty amazing. I loved it. It's kind of like it's about 3 girls that are playing this game through virtual reality, and it's pretty awesome. Like they did some awesome depth into the characters and storyline and everything like that. I definitely wanted to watch more, but it was only 3 episodes long, so that kind of sucked. But definitely go check it out if you have enough time to watch. Like about an hour and a half worth of anime. Go ahead and go check that out. Um, what else? I'm probably gonna start watching Inuyasha again, just because I watched it whenever I was younger. I was probably about 13 whenever I really got into Inuyasha, but I've never really seen it from the beginning. So I'm gonna start watching and watch it from the very beginning. I'll put the website or try to put the website that I use to watch some of my anime and English dubs down below. Um, what else have I been watching? I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. Mainly just Death Note. Just because me and the missus have been just like in love with it. Literally every episode is like a cliffhanger, so it's no fair. You're just like, all right, one more episode. That's it. 5 episodes later, you're like, well, you trolled me. You trolled me, Netflix, but it's okay. It's okay. I love you anyways. But that's just what happens with Netflix. They don't really have commercials, so it's like whenever you're watching TV, you have those commercials, and it's like, okay, you need to go take a pee break. You need to go take like 5 or 6 minutes to go do something else, and then you can come back and watch your show. With Netflix, you're just stuck there. You're just stuck there in a daze until you have to go to work or go to sleep. Which, like, me and my wife have kind of been taking shifts. Like, I'd fall asleep on the couch, and then while she was watching Netflix, and then or I'd wake up, and she'd be like, all right, this, and this happened. I'm like, all right, sweet, I'm back in the loop. So yeah, we're kind of like taking shifts watching the show and everything, just because it's so amazing. Um, Another thing that I did, I was gonna make this video on my phone just because I was trying to use what is it, YouTube Capture. So I'm just gonna do a quick overview of that. If you don't know what it is, and it's an app for your phone. Um, I know it's on Apple devices. I don't know if it's on Android and everything like that, but I'm sure it is. But it's called Capture, but it's made by YouTube, and it's just where you can make a video and put it right to YouTube, and it doesn't take up really any space on your phone or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about having to delete your stuff or whatever. You can edit it right on the fly and everything. For me personally, just because of how my setup is in here, I'm used to like a maybe about 2 second, maybe a second uh, little like uh, time lapse, I guess you could call it, where it takes a second for my video to start recording. With that, it's literally instantaneous. So you press a button and it's recording. So I don't really like that. I like to have that 1 second where I can be like, all right, hey guys, blah, blah, blah. But that is literally, you have to do like a little countdown in your head just to be like, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay, hey guys, blah, blah, blah. So that's one thing. The editing compared to on the PC is obviously going to be a lot lacking. So like I don't know if it's just me being stupid and couldn't find it, but I couldn't find where I could tag things to my videos on there. So that's one thing I would have had to go on the PC anyways and edit it to edit that part. But you can add the headline, the description, and it makes it extremely easy to share it to Facebook, Google, and Twitter. Um, so that was pretty cool. The only bad thing was I mean, I had it all recorded and everything, but I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know if it was my phone, if it was my internet, or what, but it took forever to even process the video and start to upload it. Uh, like within an hour, I was still sitting on it to process, and it was only at like I don't know. I want to say like 25% or something like that, maybe even less, and then it restarted. For some reason, my app just restarted, and I don't know if that's a bug in the app or if that's a bug with my phone or what. But yeah, I'd rather just do stuff with my webcam or with my wife's camera or something like that, just because um, that right now for me is not reliable. Plus, my hands are too shaky, and excuse my dog. Um, but all kinds of stuff. I would just rather use my webcam. Now, if I was out in town or out and about where I was like, okay, I have to record this, or if like I'm like at GameStop and I'm just like, doing a short little review on a game or something right there at GameStop, that would be ideal. I wouldn't have to worry about saving it onto my phone because my phone like is 16 gig and I think I only have like 800 megabytes left on there because I have so much music on there. Um, so yeah, uh, that would be ideal just because you don't have to save it to your camera, I mean to your phone or whatever. Um, but other than that, for me personally, I'd rather just do it at home if I can, or do it on my wife's camera if I can. Just because my wife's camera has much better quality than my phone does and everything like that. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it uh, on that. I'd give it like a 3 star, something like that. I don't know, just because it's pretty new. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I remember the YouTube app just like was like, uh, "Hey, this new capture app is out," so I downloaded it as soon as I saw it. Um, so yeah, it's all right. Nothing too special about it, in my opinion. I think that's about it for today. I think that's about it. Um, yeah, pretty much. Trying to make sure before I cut the camera off. I don't want to leave you guys and then freaking have to make a 2 second long video of just random thing. Oh yeah. So, if you live in Palatka, however you want to pronounce that, Palatka, Florida. And I'm sure they do it in other places, but this was the first time that I've ever done this. Um, if you've never seen the movie Rocky Horror Picture Show, go watch it. First of all, 'cause it's an awesome movie. I've seen it so many times that it's just kind of like, bleh, but I still love it at the same time. Um, but go watch that. Uh, but in Palatka, Florida, every once in a while, I don't know exactly the dates and stuff. I'm sure my wife does, but I think it's like every Friday or something. Um, our movie theater, it's just a little tiny movie theater. The movies themselves are like $6 at this movie theater because it's such a small movie theater, and they have the same movie going for like a month or two, or like longer than normal. Um, but they have a midnight showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show every once in a while. Like they had one this last, I think it was Friday. Yeah, they had one on Friday, and then they had one on, or was it Thursday? I can't remember. Anyways, the other day, and they also had one on Halloween, and I'm sure they do it a couple other times because the tickets are a lot more expensive for that. Like I said, the movie tickets for our regular shows, which we don't have 3D, we don't have anything like that. It's just a crappy little theater, but hey, it gets the job done. Um, but the regular movie theater prices are like $6, and then they have cheaper concessions than most places and stuff like that. And sometimes they have $2 sales. But anyways, so the tickets for the Rocky Horror Picture Show was like $10 a person. But then again, they had $2 concessions, so it wasn't that bad in price. It's a lot better than like going and seeing a brand new movie at a brand new movie theater and paying $20 for like one ticket and then paying $1 million for the concessions and everything. But anyways, aside from the movie being awesome and being seen in the theater, which I love seeing older movies in theaters. That's actually the first one that I've ever done that. But anyways, I would love to see more older movies in theater again. Um, but they also had like props and stuff. So you go in there and they give you a spray bottle. I'm trying to remember what all they give you. They give you a spray bottle, newspaper, popcorn, toast. What else? There's some more other stuff. But anyways, like during parts of the movie, um, like with the spray bottle and the newspaper, there's a part in the movie where it's like raining outside, so they like everybody in the movie theater just starts spraying everybody, and you have the newspaper to cover yourself. So that's pretty awesome. And like in one part of the movie, one of the characters is like, "All right, let's have a toast," and then everybody throws their toast in the air. So all that was really really awesome. Um, and because it's a small town, there wasn't that many people there. There's probably about 15 people altogether, but you know this movie is like one of those movies that is like a cult following. So while you know while you're in the theater and everything, everybody was saying like random stuff. Like there's a character in the movie. He's kind of like a narrator, and his coat comes up to like here, so you can't see he has a neck. So everybody was like, "Where's your neck, guy?" So like, and they said funny stuff like that through the whole entire movie. So it was pretty awesome. If your town ever has anything like that, any midnight showings or anything like that, or even if they have the actual play Rocky Horror Picture Show, go check it out. it's pretty awesome to just go to a theater where they're showing an older movie, where not many people are going to be there except for the people that actually enjoy the movie. Um, so yeah, go check that out. I definitely recommend doing stuff like that, especially for a date night because it's not like going to a normal movie where you have to go in there and you're like sitting down. And what I'm talking about, it's not like being being in a relationship for like 2 months where you're gonna go to the theater to make out. What I'm talking about is me and my wife have been in a relationship, not married, but in a relationship for 5 years. September will be 6 years. Um, so yeah, we've been together for a few years now. So we're kind of like not in the going to the theater and making out stage anymore. We're going to the theater to watch a movie. So it tends to get like, as far as relationship goes, boring to go to the movie and just like sit there with your significant other and just like, you know, oh, give me some of that popcorn. You know, this gave it a really nice, refreshing vibe, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad that I went with her and everything instead of her going with someone else because she was going to go with her best friend or one of her best friends, and I ended up going with her instead because her friend had to go to work or whatever. But anyways, that's all beside the point. Um, so it's a really nice, refreshing little thing to do with your significant other or your wife or your whoever it is. Um, oh yeah. So if you look on this shoulder, sorry, my camera's mirror image to myself. So if you look on this shoulder, you'll see my little World of Warcraft Warlords Draenor box back there. Nothing really special about it. If you go to Walmart or like GameStop or something like that, where they're selling a new game, like Warlords of Draenor was coming out at the time, and they had the boxes everywhere. Um, so after the game sells and everything, after it launches, and about a week after, if you're lucky, you can go up to the store and you can just be like, "Hey, can I get one of those boxes?" And generally, they will give it to you for free. My wife works at Walmart, so she picked that up for me. Well, she doesn't work at Walmart, but she has like a little part-time job on top of her other job at Walmart. Um, so she picked that up for me. There's nothing too significant about it, except for the picture on it, which is pretty awesome. But if you get a big box like that, and obviously you don't want a giant cardboard brown box sitting around in your room, so you want something with a cool design like that one, um, you can put things in it. I know it sounds stupid, but uh, on my desk, I have this little spot that I had my subwoofer on, and I put my subwoofer in there. Well, I got tired of looking at it on my desk, and it was taking up a lot of space because that box isn't small. It's probably a good foot long and a foot high, if not a little bit more. Um, so I put my subwoofer down below. But if you remember, if you look back in my other videos, um, you'll see on my like internet, my router and my modem was back there. So I put my stuff in there. So now they're not such an eyesore. Um, and that box is extremely big in the inside, so it has a lot of ventilation. And then the bottom, like I have it sticking out of the back of my cabinet back there, and there's a lot of ventilation in there, so it's not going to get overheated. But that's a pretty good idea, I thought, to just put your stuff in there, so it's not like an eyesore. It's not like a whole bunch of electronics just sitting out, cables everywhere. And then I also have, hold on, one time that I don't have it. Hold on, I'm gonna walk over here for a second because I want you guys to see how I have everything organized underneath my desk and everything. Oh, here's one. Never mind. Hold on. Okay, so this is how I personally organize everything underneath my desk, and I'm sure there's a million different ways, but this right here is a cable organizer, and how it works is I'm just going to use my headphones. Say you have, cables everywhere, dangling around, and it's a pain in the butt if you have stuff that is not going to be permanently put there, trust me. But you just wrap it around your cable, and it takes a few seconds to get it all completely wrapped around. But in the long run, your cable's inside of this thing, and they're not, and you can put like 3 or 4 thicker cables in there, and it keeps them all organized. Um, and I want to say these are like $5, something like that, for a long string. It's like it's pretty long. I can't really show you. It's like that long, maybe longer. I don't know. Oops. But anyways, these things are extremely, extremely, extremely helpful. On top of, they have like little clamps that go on the back of stuff or on walls. You can stick them on there, and then you can put your cables inside there, and that's a less. This isn't exactly permanent, but it's a little less permanent. The clamps are a little less permanent than these things. I had my Xbox One 360 and SNES all wrapped up in one of these, like all the cables. And I decided that I wanted to bring them in here so I could test out my capture card, which sucks. Um, and yeah, it took me like at least 10 minutes to get it all unwrapped and everything reorganized and where I wanted it and everything. So if you have something that you're probably going to move within a year or so, don't put it in these because it is a pain in the butt. But if it's like something like your computer that you know you're not going to be moving anytime soon, definitely wrap it up. It keeps everything nice and neat and tidy. Uh, so yeah, and I'm sure you could find other purposes for it. I don't know what else, but I'm sure you could find something like tying ropes up or I don't know, uh, something. Keeping stuff organized. So, but organization. I can't stand having cables everywhere. That's like one of my pet peeves. Having cables all everywhere, unraveled, all up under my feet, all that good stuff. So I was gonna make my wife plug in her computer and get all that stuff done, but I know if she did it, it would have been all over the place. And I'm not saying anything bad about her. She is pretty organized, but as far as like cables and stuff, she just out of sight, out of mind. But in my eyes, if it's not all neat and organized and put away, something could happen to it. And plus, we have a dog, so I don't. I'm sure they could chew through these, but it would take a lot more effort than just chewing through like a thin little cable like that. So that's another thing. Keeps them safe from pets. So, anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna call that a video. It's running kind of long, so as always, stay beautiful, stay sexy, stay. Trying to make my eyebrows dance. Stay Chefie. I love you guys, and good night. Even though it's in the middle of the afternoon. Good night.